With this screencast, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can use a digital version of the rubric to easily assess your students. You can use this yourself as the teacher assessing the students, and it can also be used for peer review just as easily. So what I've done in this case is I've taken the communication rubric and I've put it into this Google Doc. The one thing I did a little backwards is I actually did advanced to warning left to right. However, the communication rubric that you would find in the drive is actually warning to advanced left to right. So just make sure that you take note of that. Other than that, everything else is the same. So this digital version allows you to change the students' scores. Oh, typed in the wrong place right here. To whatever you're assessing them at, and it shows you as you change them. It'll highlight the column to make sure that you know you're selecting the right one, and it will also change the score at the top here. So this student now has 19 points, and if you look down here it will show that they are in the proficient category. I also had it set so that it gives you a percentage score as well. So if you have all fours, it's 100%, and if you have all ones, that is the equivalent of a 65%. So you can use that, or you could just use the point system. So the next thing you want to do is you want to create an individual rubric for each student. So what you would do here is you'd go into add-ons, peer eval, create rubrics. It's pretty easy. You'd follow the instructions that are here on the right side of your screen. So the first thing you want to do is identify yourself as the teacher. So you select that and you enter your email address. Also, when you first hit the peer eval create rubrics, it may ask you for permission to authorize your data, so just make sure you hit yes on that. So the next thing they want you to do here is you would go into type your names and email addresses of your students or your peers if this is a peer review. So over on the roster tab down here, I've already done it, but this is where you'll enter your students and the student's email address. At the end of this, the document will be emailed to each of these students. If you decide that you don't want the student to get the rubric, you can actually put your own email here and it will just send it to yourself. It will also save everything automatically into Google Drive, so it is there for you. But once you've done this, the next thing you want to do is go to create rubric. So right here, you'll create the rubric. It will take a minute and it will take each of the students' names and email addresses and make their own rubric. So for example, this is one student's. So each of the name changes. So this is where you can go ahead and change your scores. And you can also change the assignment. And this is where you can also enter comments for them. So I've actually already done this for my students. So this is an example. So each student has a different grade and different comments. So when I was done with this, I went into email rubrics, which is this right here. I'm not going to do it now because each of these students has already received an email. But this makes it an easy way for you to keep track of each of your students and for peer reviews. So far, I have done this rubric for the communication and the technology rubrics. I'm still working on the other two, but as soon as they're done, I will send them out to you. It's also a good idea if you want to use this multiple times to make a copy. So before you actually set a rubric for each student, when you just have the roster and the rubric template page, if you go up to File and make a copy, okay, this is where you'll actually copy everything so you can keep an original, and then the one that I send you can be original, and then you can make copies for each of the assignments that you have. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or find me in room 210. My name is Andrea Bosworth, and I'm the technology teacher here at Nipmuc High School, and this is my email, abosworth@mursd.org. Hope this was helpful.